Hello students, myself Jay Megrajani and I'm going to assist you to check your geometry paper. This paper is based on chapter number 2, that is parallel lines, and the paper is for 20 marks. We start with question number 1, that is choose the correct options, which is for 2 marks, 1 marks each. The first question is a transversal intersect two parallel lines. If the measure of one of the angle is 40 degree, then what is the measure of its corresponding angle? Now students, we know when the lines are parallel, corresponding angles are congruent by corresponding angles theorem. So if one angle is 40, so its corresponding angle will also be 40. So the correct option is option number B, 40 degree. Second, in triangle ABC, angle A is equal to 76 degree, angle B is equal to 48 degree, and we have to find measure of angle C. Now we know in a triangle, if I add all the three angles, their sum will be 180 degree. So angle A plus B will give me 124 degree. 180 minus 124, so measure of angle C will be 56 degree. That is option number D. Okay. Question number 2 is solve any 4 out of 5 and each sum is for 2 marks. Now we are given that we have to justify whether line M and N are parallel or not. For that we are given with measure angle X as 71 degree and measure angle Y as 108 degree. So measure angle X is equal to 71 degree, equation number 1. Measure angle Y is equal to 108 degree, equation number 2. Now students, look at the figure. X and Y are interior angles. So we have to check whether the interior angles are supplementary or not. To check whether they are supplementary or not, I will add equation number 1 and 2. So measure angle X plus measure angle Y is equal to 71 plus 108. Measure angle X plus measure angle Y will give me 179 degree, which is not equal to 180 degree. So students, X and Y are forming pair of interior angles and they are not supplementary. Since they are not supplementary, line M is not parallel to line N. Okay. Second question, we need to prove that angle PQR is congruent to angle XYZ. For this, the figure is also already given to us, but we need to do a small construction. So students, construction will carry half marks and the remaining proof will carry 1.5 marks. So if you have done the construction and written the construction, you give half marks and the remaining proof will carry 1.5 marks. So for construction, we are going to extend XY so that it intersects QR at point M. That is our construction such that Q dash M dash R. We start with the proof. Line PQ is parallel to XY. It's already given. Line PQ will be parallel to XM. Now XY and XM are one and the same line, and the reason will be X dash Y dash M. On transversal QR, angle PQR is congruent to angle XYR, and the reason will be corresponding angles theorem. We'll mark this as equation number 1. Next, we have line YZ is parallel to line QR on transversal XM. We again find a pair of corresponding angles, that is angle XYZ is congruent to angle XMR. Reason will be corresponding angles theorem, and we mark it as equation number 2. Now students, compare your equation number 1 and 2. What do we observe? Right hand sides are equal. If right hand sides are equal, then left hand sides are also equal. Okay, so we get angle PQR is congruent to angle XYZ. We move on to the third sum. In third sum, we are given that line L is parallel to line M and line N is parallel to P. We are given that angle A is equal to 135 degree. We need to find measure of angle B and angle C. Now students, we have written angle A is equal to 135 degree, result number 1, and the reason will be given. We know that angle A will be congruent to angle B because these are forming vertically opposite angles. If A is 135 degree, B will also be 135 degree because A and B are forming vertically opposite angles. Okay. So we have got measure of angle B. If you have got correct value of measure angle B, you will get 1 marks. Next is line N is parallel to P. Reason will be given on transversal M. We get angle B is congruent to angle C. Reason will be corresponding angles theorem. B was 135 degrees, so C will also be 135 degree. So if you have got correct answer for C, you will get another 1 marks. Student, please make sure you have written the reasons correctly. The reason for the first one will be vertically opposite angles theorem, and the second one will be corresponding angles theorem. We move on to the fourth one. We have said that line M is parallel to line N. Line M is parallel to line N, and we are given with a transversal. Okay. We know the value of angle X. We have to find the value of angle Y and angle Z. Now students, tell me, X and Y are forming pair of interior angles. Lines are parallel, so interior angles will be supplementary. So I've written angle X plus angle Y is equal to 180 degree. Reason will be interior angles theorem. We substitute the value of angle, measure angle Y. 55 plus measure angle Y is equal to 180. Plus 55 goes on this side, becomes minus. 180 minus 55 will give you 125. So if you have got measure angle Y as 125 degree, you will get 1 marks. Next, you have to find measure angle Z. Now students, look at the figure. Y and Z are vertically opposite angles. Okay, so measure angle Y will be equal to measure angle Z. Reason will be vertically opposite angles theorem. Y was 125 degrees, so Z will also be 125 degree. And if you have got correct answer for Z, you will give another 1 mark. Okay, we move on to question number 5. In question number 5, we have said that angle A is congruent to angle B, angle X is congruent to angle Y, and we have to prove line L is parallel to line N. So students, first we start with angle A is congruent to angle B. Reason will be given. Now A and B are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are congruent, so lines will be parallel. So we get line L is parallel to line M. Reason will be corresponding angle test, and we mark this as equation number 1. Next, we have angle X is congruent to Y. Now students, see, there is a Z-shaped angle form. Z-shaped matlab alternate angles. So we have alternate angles congruent. So we can say line M is parallel to line N. Reason will be alternate angle test. This will be equation number 2. Now compare result number 1 and result number 2. We get that line L is parallel to line M from result number 1 and 2. So the first step carries 1 marks, second step carries 1 marks. If you have done the sum correctly, you will get 2 marks. Okay, we move on to the next question. That is question number 3. Solve any 2 out of 3, which is for 6 marks. Okay. Now student, we have already learned in the chapter, whenever you have more than one angle bisector, you are going to denote the 2 equal angles by a variable. We are given that AF is an angle bisector of angle EAB. So angle EAF will be equal to angle BAF, and I've assumed that has to be X. Reason will be ray AF bisects angle EAB. Next thing, similarly, we'll get angle ABC is equal to angle DBC is equal to Y, and the reason will be ray BC bisects angle ABD. Okay, we have to prove that line ray AF is parallel to ray BC. So let's start with the proof. We are given that ray AE is parallel to ray BD. We are already given, so we take on transversal AB. A Z-shaped angle is formed. Z-shape means alternate angles. So I get angle EAB is congruent to angle ABD. Reason will be alternate angles theorem. Till here, if you have done the sum correctly, you will get 1 marks. Next, students, look at this step. Angle EAB is made of 2 angles. Angle EAF plus angle BAF. Same way, angle ABD is made of 2 angles, ABC plus angle CBD. Reason will be angle addition property. We substitute their values. EAF plus BAF, that is X plus X, is equal to ABC plus DBC, that is Y plus Y. X plus X will give you 2X, Y plus Y will give you 2Y. 2 gets cancelled, you are left with X is equal to Y. Okay. Till here, if you have done correctly, you will get another 1 marks. Now students, look at angle X and Y. These are Z-shaped angles. Z-shape means alternate angles are equal. If alternate angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. So we get line ray AF is parallel to ray BC, and the reason will be by alternate angle test. And if your final step is correct, you will get another 1 marks. Okay. Let's proceed to the second sum. In the second sum, students, you are given that ray PR is parallel to ray QS. We have to prove that line AB is parallel to line CD, somewhat similar to the previous sum. So PR is an angle bisector. So the two equal angles will be denoted by X, that is angle BPR is equal to angle QPR is equal to X. Reason will be ray PR bisects angle BPQ. Same way, QS is also an angle bisector. So these two equal angles will be denoted by Y. So I get angle CQS is equal to angle PQS is equal to Y. Reason will be ray QS bisects angle PQC. Now students, look at angle BPQ. Angle BPQ is made of two angles. Okay. So we get angle BPR plus angle QPR. Reason will be angle addition property. We get measure of angle BPQ as x plus x. X plus x will give me 2x. So if you have done the sum correctly till here, you will get 1 marks. Similarly, angle PQC is equal to 2y. Okay. Now students, we know that ray PR is parallel to ray QS on transversal PQ. Again, Z-shaped angle is formed. Z-shape means we are getting alternate angles. Lines are parallel, so alternate angles will be congruent. So I get QPR is congruent to PQS. Reason will be alternate angles theorem. We substitute the values, x is equal to y. Okay. Till here, if you have done the sum correctly, you get another 1 marks. Now we multiply both the sides by 2. So you get 2x is equal to 2y, multiplying throughout by 2. So we get angle BPQ is equal to angle PQC. Now students, BPQ and PQC are alternate angles. Alternate angles are equal, so lines are parallel by alternate angle test. Okay. So if you have done the last step correct, you get another 1 marks. So if your entire sum is correct, you are going to get 3 marks. The next sum, that is question number 3. Okay. Now students, for construction you will be getting half marks, and for the solution you will be getting 2.5 marks. So what we need to do in construction, we need to draw a line which is passing through point C and parallel to AB. So I draw line CF passing through point C and it is parallel to AB. In this sum, we have to find measure angle ABC. So let us start with this. We know that line AB is parallel to CF. Reason will be construction. And it is given that AB is parallel to DE. So we compare equation number 1 and 2 and we get line DE is parallel to line CF. Reason will be from 1 and 2. Now students, look at the figure. DE is parallel to CF. So DC will be the transversal and we get a pair of interior angles. Lines are parallel, so interior angles will be supplementary. So I get angle EDC plus angle DCF is equal to 180 degree. Reason will be interior angles theorem. In place of EDC, measure angle EDC, I know it's 100, so I'll substitute the value. 100 goes on this side, becomes minus. So 180 minus 100, you get 80 degree. So measure angle DCF is equal to 80 degree. So if you have done the sum correctly here, you get 1 marks. Angle BCF, look at the figure students. Angle BCF is made of two angles. That is BCD plus DCF. Reason will be angle addition property. So measure angle BCF will be 50 plus 80, that is 130 degree. Okay. So this step is correct. You get another half marks. Now look at the figure student. We know that AB is parallel to CF on transversal BC. A Z-shaped angle is formed. Z-shape means alternate angles. Lines are parallel, so alternate angles will be equal. We get angle ABC is equal to angle BCF. We have got angle BCF as 130 degree. So angle ABC will also be 130 degree. And if your final step and answer is correct, you get another 1 marks. Now student, this sum can be done by different method also. You just need to check your final answer. If you have got measure angle ABC as 130 degree, you'll get entire 3 marks. Okay. We move on to our last question, that is question number 4. In question number 4, we have said that prove that The sum of measures of all angle of a triangle is 180 degree. Now student, this is a theorem, so make sure you have written all the 5 steps, that is figure, given, to proof, construction and proof. Your figure will carry half marks, given will carry half marks, to proof will carry half marks, and construction will carry half marks. Okay, so 2 marks are for this figure, given, to proof and construction, and the remaining 2 marks is for your proof. Let us quickly go through this theorem. We have to prove the sum of measures of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. We are talking about which geometrical figure? Triangle. Superb. So we will draw a figure of a triangle and we write given triangle ABC is any triangle. We have to prove that the sum of measures of all angle of a triangle is 180 degree. So I have to prove measure angle ABC plus measure angle ACB plus measure angle BAC is equal to 180 degree. To prove this, we are going to do a construction. We are going to draw a line which is parallel to BC and this line is passing through points A. We are going to draw a line which is parallel to BC and passing through point A such that P dash A dash Q, that means P, A, Q should be collinear. Okay. Now students, if you have done by any other labeling also, instead of PQ, if you have taken DE or XY, it's absolutely correct. Now we start with the proof. Line PQ is parallel to BC on transversal AB. We have a Z-shaped angle formed, that is alternate angles. So angle ABC is equal to angle PAB. Reason will be alternate angles theorem. Okay. Same way you have line PQ parallel to side BC and I take AC as a transversal. I get angle ACB is equal to angle QAC. Reason will again be alternate angle theorem. Now student, I'll just add result number 1 and 2 because in the proof I want sum of angle ABC and ACB. I've got ABC in equation number 1, ACB in equation number 2. I'm going to add both of them. So let's add result number 1 and 2. Left hand side with left hand side, right hand side with right hand side. So I get angle ABC plus angle ACB is equal to angle PAB plus QAC. Okay. If you have done your proof correctly here, you get 1 marks. Now I'm going to add angle BAC on both the side because in two proof, left hand side I required BAC. So I cannot add anything on one side because the equation is balanced. If I add anything on one side, the equation will become imbalanced. So I need to add angle BAC on both the sides. So let's add angle BAC on both the sides. Angle ABC plus angle ACB plus angle BAC is equal to angle PAB plus QAC plus BAC. Okay. Now students, we have got our left hand side. So we are not going to do any changes on our left hand side. We are going to solve our right hand side and get the answer as 180 degree. So angle PAB will remain as it is. Okay. Now students, when I add angle, look at the figure. When I add angle BAC and I add angle QAC, using angle addition property, when I add these two smaller angles, I get a bigger angle, that is angle BAQ. When I add angle, these two angles, I'm going to get a bigger angle. So I get PAC plus angle QAC. Reason will be when I add angle PAB plus angle BAC, that is equal to PAC. So reason for this will be angle addition property. Now these two angles, that is PAC and angle QAC, are forming linear pair angles. What do we know about linear pair angles? They are supplementary. So we get angle PAC plus angle QAC is equal to 180 degree. So we have got angle ABC plus angle ACB plus angle BAC as 180 degree. That means we have proved that the sum of measures of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So in last, you have to write the word hence and the entire statement again. So if this step is correct, you get another 1 marks. Okay. I repeat the bifurcation of marks. Figure, given, to proof and construction. Each of them will carry half marks and proof will carry 2 marks. Okay. So that's it for today. Thank you everyone.